Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Sarah Jane. I'm a PR practitioner in DC. I make a lot of videos on wedding planning, grad school at Georgetown, personal finances, and reading. So if that sort of content interests you, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe because it really helps support my channel. So I'm getting this video up just a smidge late. I usually get these videos up a couple days before the end of the previous month, but honestly, life in September was so crazy. I cannot even go into it all. I was gone every single weekend. So today is really nice. It's a really like rainy day because of hurricane, what is it called? I think it's a Hurricane Ida. Hurricane Ian is coming through, so we're getting a lot of rain and it makes just all the fall vibes. So I wanted to get on and do my September reset because I really enjoy making these videos and I think a lot of people really enjoy seeing them. So here we are. I'm decked out in like a burnt orange sweater to be festive. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So I always like to start these videos by talking about like what I ended up doing this month, then going into my monthly favorites, and then I reflect on my goals and then make new goals. So starting in the month of September, like I mentioned before, September was super busy. I'm gonna look at my calendar. So the first week of September, I went to the Outer Banks for Labor Day / Trey's birthday, which was really fun, and it sort of like ended summer for us, which was really nice. Oh, and then I had a friend's wedding. It was my roommate from the army. It was his wedding and we went to Pennsylvania. And that was really, really fun to be reunited with everybody and see everyone again. And I really enjoyed that. And then Trey's brother came into town and stayed with us. And so it was just like a really busy month. But I would say that my favorite memory from this month was probably my friend's wedding. It was just so nice for everyone to get back together and like spend time together and just like all the good vibes and happy memories, and I just really, really enjoyed myself. So that was my favorite memory, and that's what happened this month. So I already mentioned my favorite memory. Going into my favorite show, I feel like there have been, so House of Dragon has come out, which I've really, really enjoyed. I think there are a lot of shows that are supposed to be coming out in October and November. I know You is coming out. I can't find the list of like all the other shows that are coming out, but there's a lot of shows that are supposed to be coming out. I feel like not a ton were out, but I've really been enjoying House of Dragon, and I really enjoyed this show Echoes. It's on Netflix. It's essentially about a woman who has a twin and they've been changing lives every single like year, and it's super, super interesting from like a mental standpoint. So I would say those are my two favorite shows of the month, with of course House of Dragon continuing on because it's released weekly. My favorite book this month, I honestly did not read a lot of books this month, and I'm really sad about it because I feel like I was on such a reading spree, and then with this month getting so busy, I kind of just like killed it. But I did have a good book experience. So I told you guys how I read Jackie and Me by Liz Bayard, and I ended up inviting him to our book club. We read his book, and so I got to meet him and learn more about like why he wrote the book the way he did and all like the behind the scenes. And it was like really, it was such a cool experience. I really enjoyed having him around. And it was the first time like meeting an author and like having one at book club. Loved it. Highly recommend if you have the opportunity to invite an author to your book club. All right, now that we've talked about all the favorites and like what's happened this month, let's transition over to the reset portion of this and think and reflect on our goals and like how I did. Okay, so going into health and wellness, I said Orange Theory twice a week, and I actually, so I'm going to give this to myself, but not at the same time. So, yes, no, so okay, I did not go to Orange Theory twice a week because I canceled my Orange Theory workout, and I actually have a personal trainer now who specializes in getting brides like whatever physical shape they want before their wedding. And this physical trainer actually has me working out every single day. So I canceled Orange Theory, but the intent behind going to Orange Theory twice a week was to just move my body, in which I did do. And I'm also giving myself the try a low impact workout because I've had to like walk a lot more now that I'm doing this program. So I'm giving myself both of those, but not quite for the reason that it was said, but I did the intent of why I put it down, if that makes sense. Intent was met even if it wasn't the tactic in which I thought I was going to do it. All right, moving into personal and professional. Finished 5 books. That did not happen. I think I finished 2. So my August reading wrap, or my September reading wrap up is going to be very sad. Upload 2 videos a week. I kind of didn't do that either because when I got back from the wedding, I missed an upload. So that was sad because I was like honestly really good about it for a while. And then the last one is 1 TikTok a week. I'm not giving myself that, but I am giving myself a little bit of grace in that I did post my first TikTok in a long time, like a couple days ago. If you don't follow me on TikTok, you should. I talk a lot more about like bridal stuff there, and I made a video on like what I put in my bridesmaids proposal boxes, and it was just really fun. So I didn't do it like once a week, but I did finally post for the first time in forever. It's really weird for me. I don't know. I am a content creator, but I find it so easy to post things on YouTube, but when it comes to some of these other platforms, sometimes like I get a little shy. So I'm trying to work on it. Anyways, financial goals, save at $23.50 for the wedding. That did not happen. Let's see how much I ended up saving. In September, I saved $18.50, and that had a lot to do with the fact of, we went to the beach. So we took some of that money that we would normally put to the wedding, we put towards going to the beach because we really wanted to go to the beach before summer was over. So we did not meet that financial goal. Okay, going into the last category, which is the wedding planning, which is always the category that has the most stuff because there's so much to do with wedding planning. First was to confirm an officiant. We have not done that. We are in the process of doing that though. We've reached out to somebody that we thought might be a good fit, and we're gonna talk to them hopefully next week. So that did not happen, but it is in progress. Second was to pick a bachelorette location. I did do that, so I'm giving myself that one. The bachelorette was hard for me. I felt like it was such a choice paradox. There were so many options. Like you could go to Nashville and have that sort of like classic bachelorette experience, or you could go to like a winery, or you could do like all these other things, and I just really didn't know what I wanted to do. So it was hard for me, but then I finally just picked one, and we've finally gotten things organized for that, and it's just really exciting. All right, next is start the song list for the ceremony. I also did that. This has been a kind of a challenging one because originally I was gonna hire a string quartet for the wedding, but the price of the wedding has just gotten really high, and so we are going to probably use like a Spotify playlist, and so I had to have Trey help me set up an account for that because I don't have a premium account, and just start that. So the playlist is started, which is the point of all of that explaining, and I'm very excited. Next is book a hair artist. I did do that this week actually, which is super exciting. I had a hard time with like booking a hair and makeup artist. So I booked makeup last month and I booked hair this month. Hair, I had an experience with my engagement photo shoot where my hair style did not last the duration of the hour-and-a-half of my photo shoot, which is a bummer because I spent a lot of money on it. And so I was really nervous booking someone. I wanted to make sure I found someone that I felt comfortable with, that could do the hairstyle that I wanted, and that was not egregiously expensive. So I did find someone, so that's exciting. Last but certainly not least is research dessert. I'm also giving myself that. So my wedding planner put together some bakery chefs that she has worked with in the past that have done a really good job. And so I picked out the ones that have interested me, and she's now reaching out to them to see who is available and if they can kind of like do the style of cake that I would like. So I'm really, really excited because I love sweets, and I'm really excited to like try the cake. So this is like one part of the wedding planning process that also Trey's kind of excited about too, because there's a lot of things with wedding planning that men cannot be as involved in if you have like a type A bride like me, but the cake is something that's like super low threat and like we can enjoy it together, so pumped about that. So let's see, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 goals, and I actually accomplished 6 of them. Yikes. So that means did not do so hot. I got 55% of my my goals completed. I'm honestly not surprised given the month that I had. It was a blur. I feel like I blinked my eyes and September was over. So I'm not surprised about this. I'm not mad about this though, because I honestly had an amazing September. I loved every moment of it, seeing so many people doing so many things, enjoying the last bit of summer and transitioning into fall. And I might not have knocked everything out on this list, but I feel like I truly enjoyed the life this month. So, and that's kind of what matters, right? Like, at the end of the day. Anywho, let's go ahead and take a second for me to think about what I want to accomplish in October, and I will be right back. Alrighty, so we are back and let's get into October. So for health and wellness, I don't want to miss any of my personal training workouts. I did miss, this is the first week that I have missed 2. One time is because I was sick, and then yesterday I just was not about it, and I really need to keep myself more accountable. And then next is to follow 2 recipes a week. So my personal trainer does send me recipes of what to incorporate into my diet that are healthier alternatives. And I have been really bad about just following 1 recipe a week. So I want to make sure I can build up to 2 recipes a week, with the goal being 3. That's what she recommends. Okay, next is personal and professional. I want to finish 2 books. Now I mean, I kind of knew this was going to happen when I started school again. I was going to have less time to read. And so I don't want to like burden myself too much with the pressure of reading more. So 2 books is what I'm going to try to complete. Then I want to make sure that I upload 2 videos a week. I feel like I should be able to do this. This is what I typically schedule. So I'm going to keep that. And then I still want to incorporate 1 TikTok video a week. And get over sort of like my shyness around some of these other platforms besides YouTube. Next is financial goals. I did up this. I want to save $2,400. I've already thought about, like, with me getting a pay raise and what like Trey has now been able to contribute with his pay raise, what is a realistic number for us to save this month? And I think $2,400 is a realistic number for us to save towards the wedding. And then wedding planning, guys. This one is always so lengthy. Okay, so first I want to confirm the officiant. So hopefully we can do that this month. Next, I want to taste cake and confirm the type of cake that we're going to have, because that'd be really nice. Then third is to confirm rentals. So I haven't really thought about rentals up until this point, because my vendor is like an all-inclusive vendor. So they have a lot of chairs and tables and like napkins and all that sort of stuff. So I haven't really had to think about rentals. But something that did come across my mind is that I don't think the band has like a stage, and in their contract they have that they prefer to have a stage. And then like I don't know if like our bar is gonna have a table, like those sort of like weird little things they don't think about. I need to like think about them and see if I need to rent them. So just taking some time this month to actually like sit down and think about some of those little things. Next is to confirm guest transportation. So I did ask my wedding vendor to go ahead and look into this. I think guest transportation is kind of like, some people are for it, against it, like whatever. There are some people that really have the stance of like, no, like going to a wedding that you need to figure out your transportation. I agree with that if your wedding venue is someplace that has either public transportation or a really high number of Ubers and Lyfts and stuff. Where we're getting married doesn't really have that sort of accessibility, and so as the host of this event, I feel the need to make sure that I take care of my guests. Like, I am serving alcohol at my wedding, so therefore the responsible thing to do is make sure there's safe transportation for my guests once they leave the venue. So that's something that I've asked my wedding planner to look into, and I'm really hoping to fit into the budget. And then last thing for this month is to confirm a getaway car. I've always kind of envisioned like at the end of the night leaving in like some sort of vintage car. I don't really have a preference on the type, but just something classic, old school. I just think it's romantic, and I would just love to have that for the evening. So my wedding planner has also looked into that, and I would love to confirm it this month. So once again, 11 goals. I feel good. I feel like we can do this. And I'm really excited to get started and have sort of like a fresh month in October where life is a little bit calmer and I can like slow down and enjoy things a little bit more. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment sections below what some of your October goals are, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.